Hey everyone, welcome back. Rebecca Jean here with Style My Sweets. Today I am bringing you farmhouse DIY room decor and home decor that you can make on a budget using mostly all items from the Dollar Tree. So I hope that you guys enjoy. These are going to be really cheap to make, very super easy that anyone could make on a budget, very affordably. So I hope you guys enjoy. Give this video a thumbs up if you do, and let's go ahead and get started. For the first one, I'm taking one of these home signs from Dollar Tree. Now, this one, I think up at the heart, I'm guessing I might have got this back at Valentine's Day, but Dollar Tree does have signs like this throughout the year, so hopefully you guys are going to be able to find one of these, or you can save this video and come back to it if you're not able to find one right now. But anyway, everything else that's in here hopefully is going to be easier for you to find because it's all stuff that I've just gotten like the other day in Dollar Tree. So everything else will be pretty easy to find. This is the only thing that you might have a little bit more trouble to find this exact sign, although Dollar Tree does carry all sorts of signs just like this one throughout the year, so hopefully you'll find something really similar to this, if not the exact one. Getting started, like I said, I'm going to take this metallic marker. This is from Dollar Tree and this part is optional. They do also have it in gold and in silver, like in the metallics. I'm going to go ahead with this copper rose gold color just because we kind of have like more copper and rose gold in our house, so I decided to outline my letters with that and give it a thick like metallic copper border around the H, M, and E. I also pried off that little metal heart in the middle. I'm going to actually save that and use it later in this video. That if you don't have this particular sign with the metal, galvanized metal heart, I will give you another option and some suggestions for what I'm going to use later in the video for the next DIY. Now, to make the O, I decided to actually snip off a bouquet of pink roses from Dollar Tree, and I'm going with a really light pastel pink. I love this color, and I mean, you could easily do white roses and just make it more neutral for any time of year. The last thing I'm doing is taking a little bit of fabric paint and making some raised polka dots on here on the letters, and I think it almost looks like little pearls. I love how it adds a three-dimensional look. The roses do too. They give you that 3D effect, but I'm gonna just add these with this white fabric paint. It's kind of like a puffy paint and it will dry puffy just like it is when you put it on. I actually got this fabric paint on Amazon. It came in a 3-pack, so sometimes getting it in bulk is a better deal. But if you're totally looking to do this from Dollar Tree, don't worry. Dollar Tree does have small bottles of fabric paint, and I know I've seen it in white and black. So I decided to style this outside. I'm not sure if I want to hang this up somewhere on the wall or use it on the mantle, but how pretty does it look out on our deck right now that I have set up the colors out here, and the colors match so beautifully. Now let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And for that one, I'm taking one of these I think it looks like a wagon wheel to me, but I think they actually call it a bicycle wheel. And this one I believe is newer to Dollar Tree. I stopped in 4 different Dollar Trees in the past week, and I think 3 of them had these. So let me know, have you seen these wagon bicycle wheels in a Dollar Tree near you yet? Hopefully you'll have them soon because I think they are a new item and they're really cool. I have an idea for this one for these farmhouse DIYs, farmhouse decor pieces. So for this one, I'm actually cutting some pieces of these little wooden dowels. Now these I got in Walmart. They were 39 cents each for a 3-foot long thin wooden dowel, and I'm cutting them into pieces to fit on here. So this was really affordable to do. You could also use the pack of wooden dowels from Dollar Tree, and actually those are a little bit thicker, so they'd give you even a little bit better coverage gluing them on top of the metal spokes of this wheel. So you can totally use the Dollar Tree wooden dowels, but Kylie was playing with these and she actually broke a lot of these thin wooden dowels in half. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use up all these broken pieces of wood that I have laying around now and use those rather than buy a pack of them from Dollar Tree. So I basically used hot glue on the inside part and the outside part, and then that way I could touch the middle without an issue. I could easily like press the middle down, and the ends were kind of where it was glued in place, if that makes sense. You'll see when this all comes together, but the glue will hold it, and it's just for decor, so it's not going to, they stayed on just fine. That's what I'm trying to say. Next, I took some rope. Once those were all in place, I just took a little bit of nautical rope. Again, you don't even need a whole pack. You just need a little bit left over. And I just glued that on, going all the way around the outside of this wheel. You can totally leave the inside with natural wood, but I did decide to grab a paper towel and rub on a little bit of my antique wax. Again, you guys could use wood stain for this if you want. You could just paint the inside. You could paint them whatever color you like. And another option for stain is to just take a little bit of brown paint. You could even mix a little bit of like a Dollar Tree brown acrylic paint, mix it with a little bit of water and dilute it, and that'll give you kind of like a stain that you can brush on there if you don't have the antique wax. So that's just a couple options for you guys. And then once that's on there, this is where I decided to actually, I was debating if I wanted to put flowers in the middle of this, but what I decided to do was glue on that metal heart from the DIY we just made. I'm gluing that in the center. It looks like it's kind of like that center of our wagon wheel. But another alternative would be to put a sign in the middle and actually do like a welcome sign. Dollar Tree often carries wooden plaques and wooden signs now in their craft supply section, and from time to time I do see they have galvanized signs, including ones that have the word welcome. You could definitely use like a wooden plaque in the middle and write something on there or stencil something on there. That would be really pretty as well. But yeah, I had this heart, so I'm gonna just go ahead and use it because why not? But at least that gives you guys a couple other options. And then I wanted to add a vine on here around the outside. I was trying to think if I'd rather do flowers on here or greenery, but I ended up going with just some neutral greenery. I think it'll be really pretty for some summer decor as we get ready to head into summer pretty soon. Oh my goodness, I can't believe summer is just around the corner now. But here we go. I'm gonna wind this vine in here, and it was a little bit short, so I ended up using two different vines. I did try to stagger it so that where the leaves on the first vine ended up, I tried to stagger the second one in there so that the leaves from the second one were kind of in between the leaves from the first one, if that makes sense. And I actually just left them on that like tan rope vine stuff that they come on. I just felt like it added a little bit of bulk and made the outside rim, the outside of this wheel, a little bit more substantial. So yeah, I left it in place. I didn't even take it off that. And I didn't have to glue this on. I actually just tucked the pieces of that tan rope vine stuff. I just kind of tucked the ends into the other one and kind of tuck them in behind each other, and they do bend a little bit, so you can kind of bend them around that frame of the wreath and then just tuck them in around themselves. And basically, yeah, as long as you tuck it in, it stays in place. But if you're worried about it, you could definitely use like a little piece of floral wire or something to hold it in place. And here is how it turned out. You could put this on a front door. It would be really pretty. And I also tried styling this in our front entryway, so you'll have to let me know which way you like it better, styled in the entryway or out on the front door. What are your thoughts? Where would you hang this one? Okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. The next was also inspired by something brand new that I found in Dollar Tree that I just fell in love with when I saw it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take some wooden game blocks, and these are those tumbling tower game blocks, which, have you guys seen the large packages? Because Dollar Tree now has a large package that's like double the size of what they used to sell for $1. So that is exciting. Definitely keep an eye out for those jumbo packs of these blocks. You don't actually need that many for this. I think we're using 16 of the game blocks for this DIY. And basically what we're going to be doing is gluing 2 of them side by side, 2 more on top, and that makes like a little cube here. And then I did a second set of 4 just like that on top of it, so that the blocks are standing up lengthwise, 2 high. So basically this is 2 blocks wide by 2 blocks long by 2 blocks high using wood glue. You know, hot glue will give you a quick hold. Super glue will also work, which you can pick up in Dollar Tree, but you know what? I had wood glue already, and I know that the wood glue is going to give me a really, really great lasting hold on here. So I just decided to go ahead and use it. And again, I'm taking that wet paper towel and rubbing on a little bit of antique wax on here. I was kind of undecided because it does make it a little bit darker than the boxes are, but the boxes are a little more of a gray wash. So I'm thinking if you have a certain color of chalk paint, I know I've seen some chalk paints that might be closer to the color of the box, and then you could dilute them with a little water and get more of like a ashy color stain. That might work, but like I said, I'm trying to work with just what I've got here. So I'm gonna glue that cube that we just made down into the standing up in the center of the largest box here, and I placed my next medium-sized box on top of that and glued that in there, and then glued my other set of 8 blocks, that rectangle that we made, into the center. That's like our little riser for a farmhouse tiered tray stand. I glued the smallest box on top now, so we have a large, medium, and small. And this just makes the most adorable farmhouse style tiered tray. I love how cute this is. It's the perfect size for like collecting all your little trinkets in. And by the way, these boxes nest together beautifully. They're like the most adorable little nesting boxes, and they just fit inside each other. So cute. But I love how adorable this tray is. And I did want to point out that little metal bracket holder on the front that you could stick a label down inside of, so you could label this if you want, but they also have little screws, so if you wanted to take it off and put it onto a different DIY, you can totally do that as well. Please give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying it, and I always love when you guys leave me a comment and let me know which one of these DIYs was your favorite, or you let me know like what other video types you would like me to do here on my channel, if there's any other types of decor styles that you'd like me to create more of, and I just love hearing from you and chatting with you as well. Let's go ahead now and move on to the next one. And for this one, I took 2 bamboo cutting boards, which by the way, you can totally make this with just 1 cutting board, but I was trying to make this tray a little bit thicker and a little more substantial. I added wood glue in the middle and hot glue around the outside edge and pressed those together so that they would dry and give me a really good strong hold. And now I wanted to make some little handles, and I found this leather belt in Dollar Tree, which one side is black, one side is brown, and I decided that I would cut pieces out to make the handles. And then here's where it kind of went wrong, because I cut out 2 8-inch pieces and I wanted to put them in using like a thumbtack, which I had some left over from another project, and I was just going to try to push that through. I could push the thumbtack through the leather belt, but the cutting board, even with a hammer, I could not get it to go in. The thumbtack is just too soft. I don't know. The thumbtack's too soft, or the bamboo is that hard and that solid. I could not get it to go in. If you wanted to do this with nails, you totally could. For me, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to put that much work into it because this is really going to be for decorative purposes only. I'm not going to be carrying anything on this. It's just a small, cute little like tray for some decor. I ended up just actually cutting an 8-inch piece in half, so I guess I have like 2 4-inch pieces of the leather belt, and I curled those with my hand and just bent them as best I could, and then I just glued them onto my little tray here. That's it. And they stayed on. They're obviously not going to support it if you go to carry something on here, but you know what? They look really cute just to style some decor on here. I think they look really cute, and that was so easy to do. And let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And for this one, I'm going to do a farmhouse summer wreath that is just going to be so pretty, especially if you're into the lemons and limes. I wanted to pull some of that in for summer as well. So I'm using a 14-inch wreath frame. And for this one, I'm taking one of these woven rugs from Dollar Tree, which they do sell in tan and white, black and white, but I'm using the green one here, green and white woven rug, and I'm just cutting that lengthwise right up the center. And I'm also going to remove the tassels at either end, which you can throw them away or save them. I'm going to save them because I think they're going to be cute for a future DIY project. I don't know what, but they're cute, so I am saving them. And I'm just going to actually fold this rug around the frame. I did the first piece around half and then the other piece around the other half, and just completely covered this frame. I would point out you don't want the ends to fray, So where I'm going to be connecting the second piece to that first piece that we already glued on, I did fold over the edges and just use a little hot glue there so that I would have like a clean, neat edge, so there won't be any frayed material sticking out. Plus it's going to help it blend in a little bit better too, I think. Now this it's not going to be pulled perfectly tight. The fabric will still be loose on here just because you kind of have it pulled tight around the outside edge, but the inside circle is a little smaller, so you have a little bit of like a bunchier loose fabric, but that's okay. Don't worry, it's going to turn out really cute. Now I'm going to take one bunch of these Dollar Tree greenery pieces, and I just trimmed off all of those. And I'm also going to take a pack, these limes from Dollar Tree come 3 for $1. So I've got 3 of those, and of some white roses. You can pick up a bunch of them in Dollar Tree as well. Can't remember though if these particular ones, they might be from Walmart, but either way, Dollar Tree has white roses. So you can just grab one bunch of those, and then we're just going to put all these pieces together, the pieces of the greenery, the limes, and our white roses. And I just used hot glue to hold them in. You'll need a pretty generous amount of hot glue, and then, you know, to attach the limes, definitely once you use the glue, hold the lime in place where you want it until the glue is dry, just because, you know, it's a little heavy, so it might tend to slide if you just put it and leave it. Just hold it for a minute until the glue is dry, and then you could totally add a bow on here if you want, but I am not going to. I'm just going to leave the flowers, the limes, and the leaves. Now, Dollar Tree, if you can't find these fluffy green ferny leaves, you can definitely just do some regular greenery leaves, which I didn't have any, but I have to say it might look more like it came from like a lime tree because they have broader leaves than what I'm using for greenery here. So you can easily just, you know, use whatever green leaves look good to you that you can find at Dollar Tree. They definitely have a whole variety. But here is how this summertime farmhouse wreath turned out. The last one is a really super easy one. It's hardly a DIY at all. I took one of these plastic planter trays from Dollar Tree from their like summer garden section, along with a little glass candle holder. I flipped that candle holder over, put some glue on there, and add our tray on top. And this just makes a really pretty pedestal dish that you could put real fruit in if you want. I actually just put some lemons and limes from the Dollar Tree in here, and I think this looks so pretty and so beautiful for the summertime, and just really adds a really pretty pop of color for summer. So anyway, comment and let me know which one of these ideas was your favorite. As always, I wish you a beautiful and blessed day, and I will see you guys soon in the next one.